right? And I also discussed with you how to connect the SQL with the Python, right? Now, if you move on to the next stage, what is the next stage is called as data cleaning. Now, before moving to the next stage of data cleaning, now coming to the interview questions of SQL. If you observe the interview questions, the interview questions related to SQL would be in this way. For data analyst, it is not for SQL developer. It is interview questions of on SQL for data analyst. If you take for data analyst role, we are going to have the different types of interview questions. And in these interview questions, they are going to ask majorly how to sell it. How do you are going to select this type of data? How you will select this kind of data? So how you are going to merge the data frames, I mean tables. So majorly they are going to focus on the how to select the data, how to select and how to extract the data, right? Now, so this is a majorly they are going to focus on the interview questions from this area. Apart from this area, now as we have seen in the yesterday's in the syllabus copy, as I have told you, we are also having some advanced concepts of SQL. What are those advanced concepts? Means like first one is called as uh, in terms of in joins. Within the joins, we have seen inner join, left join, right join, and outer join. Now, apart from that, we are also having in terms of self join. Okay, in some situations, we are going to use the self join. Now, what is meant by self join means, for example, you are having the data set. One data set is available. I mean, table is available. The same table, you want to join one more time with the different column names. Is the point is clear? Means like example, let's take an example like this. You are having a table with different persons, okay? Person name and everything like this. And it was referred by some other person. Some other person has referred you. For that particular person, we are going to give some kind of numbers. Who has referred? Who has referred this particular person? What is the customer ID? Who referred? That customer ID will be in the one column. And actual customer ID will be in one column. For example, let's take like this. So where you are having some table name like this, let us take my customer ID is 1. Okay, a name is SRK. Something you are having like this. 2, Siva. 3, Krishna. Something you are having the customers like this. Now each customer was referred by some other customer. You are referring to some other customer. What is that customer? Is nothing but customer B. I mean one more customer referred by. You are going to get referred by in terms of customer ID wise, name of the person, referred by customer ID and name of the person. You are having two columns like this. Okay. Now you are going to join them internally. When I execute the code and if I show you the with an example, you can understand very clearly. As of now, I can say that, for example, you are having the referred ID for example, 3. This name might be different. Referred person's name might be different. Actual customers might be different. Actual customers may not be available in the referred IDs. The referred ID persons may not be available in the actual one. So now we are having something like this. Now what we are going to do means we are going to join them. That is called as self join. Okay, and using the self join, we are going to select the columns. What are the columns we are interested? So what are the things additional we have to learn now means, okay, additional part, that is nothing but self join. I'm going to explain for you the self join. What is meant by self join? And along with that, in the MySQL, we are having the views. There is a concept called as views, and there are sub queries. Sub query means within the queries, one more query. You are going to execute one more query. They are called as sub queries, and sub queries and stored procedures. And along with this, we are having the CTE. Okay. So total, these are the 5 additional topics which we have to discuss in detail. So these are the areas where generally it is not used in the SQL for a data analyst, but these are the common interview questions, some of the common interview questions, and these are the additional topics which we are going to discuss. Now for discussing these topics in detail and to show you that queries, how to write the queries, here there is a small problem in my laptop. The problem is in terms of my laptop today morning, due to some technical glitch, my MySQL was uninstalled. Okay, suddenly it was happened some kind of problem, and I have uninstalled the MySQL due to some kind of issue. And just the only thing I'm going to do is these topics I'm going to cover in the tomorrow's class. Once I install the today, it will be covered in the tomorrow's class. Okay, tomorrow we'll complete the SQL. If required, day after tomorrow. Means by next 2 days we'll complete the SQL. Fine. Now in meanwhile, instead of today's class, I can't open the MySQL now. So that is the reason. In meanwhile, today we'll have the some kind of data cleaning. Today's topic will discuss with respect to data cleaning. What is meant by data cleaning? How we can do the data cleaning. That data cleaning we can do even in the SQL. That data cleaning we can do even in the Python. But just understand the data cleaning. Okay. So we are completing the data cleaning in today. Don't think that I have skipped off this one. Tomorrow we'll continue with this. Okay. Since there is a small technical glitch in my system, so tomorrow we'll continue with that. Now coming to the heading of data cleaning, now what are the options we can do? First heading is we can do data cleaning by using multiple ways. By using multiple ways. Okay, what are the different ways to do the data cleaning? One, we can do by using the Python, by using pandas, within the Python pandas. Second, we can use SQL. Using the SQL also we can do by writing the queries related to that. What are the queries you are having? We are going to write the queries. Okay, SQL queries, by writing the SQL queries. Next, we are having the third one called as Power BI. Power BI or Tableau or whatever it is, some data visualization tool. Using the Power BI also, we can do the data cleaning, where we call it as Power Query. There is an option called as Power Query. Right? Now, these are the 3 different ways where we can do in terms of data cleaning. Choice is yours. Because anyways, whatever the way you are doing, finally the data will be stored in this one. So see, as a data analyst, when I use the Power BI, I'm just trying to open the Power BI to show an example only. In detail, I will explain what is Power BI and how to install the Power BI, all these things. Just to understand purpose, just as a overview, I'm showing you. Now, in the Power BI, whatever we are having, first directly in the Power BI, we are going to load the data. Which type of data? You can load either raw data or you can load clean data. Clean data is also called as processed data. 2 options are there to you. Okay, here we are having extract, transform and load. Okay, there is a point called as ETL. Now, what is meant by ETL? The full form of ETL is extract, transform and load. Now, what is meant by extract, transform and load within data analyst role? Within the data analyst. For data engineers, it is a different story. For data engineer, ETL meaning is different. For data analyst, the ETL is different. Not both are same. Now, here this point to be noted. Don't confuse with the ETL of data engineer versus ETL for, let me write clearly here. This is the ETL for data analyst. For data analyst, the ETL. Because data analyst will take the data which is already available. Data engineers will extract somewhere and they'll store into the company's database. See, for example, I asked you to analyze the data. What data? You are joining the Naresh IT. I asked to give me the report of analysis report of last 1 year of Naresh IT. I asked this question. For that, what you are going to do? You are going to collect the data from the Naresh IT. What are the databases there? You are going to take the connection of database and you are going to connect to the database and you are going to work on that. Okay, this is called as data analyst work. Now, in that database, who has loaded? In the Naresh IT database, someone has to load now. Some other person. They are called as data entry operators or something now. Those persons we call them as data engineers. Okay, so who will collect the data and store in the company's database? They are called as data engineers. They will keep the data. In some situations, they are called as data entry operators. In some situations, we call them as representatives or something. For example, if you go to the HDFC Bank, in the HDFC Bank, if you give one application form, they are going to enter the details and they are going to click on the submit and it will be stored in the database. Who is entering? HDFC Bank representative. Whether he is called as data engineer means no. So he is going to add the data directly into the database. So someone in the backend has created the system in that way, where the representative will enter the data and it will be stored. Now, similarly, if you have joined in offline on the day one, remember the day one, when you came to the day one to the classes, at the time you are having the one white paper, on that you have written your name and your phone number on the day one of the demo. Now, where they have entered the details? Somewhere in the database. Who has entered the details? There might be one table called as create table, and based on your batch number, they are going to have data analytics batch 1. Okay, assume brackets name of the name comma phone number. Roll number will be auto increment. Name comma phone number, and they are going to enter the values. They are going to write the SQL query. First person name, phone number. Second person name, phone number. Third person name, phone number. Fourth person name, phone number. Like that, they are going to enter all the values on the day one. Who is going to enter? Data analyst will enter. Some person is going to enter in the backend. He may enter writing the SQL query. He may enter might be a website might be available and he may enter the data and it will be automatically loaded. Something will be there, but they are going to store the data. The person who is going to store the data is different. The person who is going to now analyze the data is different. Now, if I have joined as a data analyst in Naresh IT, I have to collect the data. Miss, what I have to do? My work is extract the data. See, step 1, extract the data means collect the raw data. Extract means collect the raw data. The meaning of extract means collect or select or take. Select the raw data, collect the raw data, select the raw data. Transform means do the cleaning. Clean data. Do the apply cleaning, do cleaning. And finally, after cleaning, now load the data into analysis. Load the data for analysis. Now, this is the meaning of extract, transform, and load. What data analyst will do. Now, see here, I'm having in terms of like this. Here, I want to load some data. That is raw data, which is not cleaned. I have to do the data cleaning. Now, the data can be in the Excel. The data can be in the SQL Server. SQL Server is called as database by Microsoft. Since it is all the Microsoft related products, everything are connected to each other. Okay, other than MySQL, for example, my requirement is not with respect to SQL Server. I have learned the MySQL now. So I want to load the MySQL means just you have to click on the get data, and here you can see with respect to MySQL. So these are all the different kinds of database. Sir, these many databases are there means we have to learn all these things means none of the person in the world will learn. None of the person will learn. How many databases and how many types of things are there? You know, almost around 100 plus are there. Then if you learn MySQL, automatically SQL Server is easy. Just a small difference in the syntax. Logics will be same. For example, today I'm going to teach you the data cleaning now. Whether the data cleaning in the pandas means pandas syntax you are going to write. If it is SQL syntax you'll write. If it is Power BI syntax you'll use. But data cleaning is data cleaning only now. Whether data cleaning will change? Data cleaning is data cleaning only. Just based on the language. For example, you have to ask, I want some water. I want some water. You may ask in Telugu, you may ask in Hindi, you may ask in Urdu, you may ask in English, any language. But finally, what you want? Some water. Some water is common. That what language you are using, that is only differed. Finally, you will get the same water bottle. Whether you ask in Telugu also, water bottle will be the same. If you ask in English also, water bottle will be the same. For example, in front of me, one person is sitting. I am asking, please give me some water. Miss, what water bottle he is going to share? If I ask in Telugu also, he will share the same water bottle. Na. Suddenly, due to Telugu, he will change the water bottle. No, na. That is only languages. Concept will remain same. Same way here also. Now, so here I'm just trying to load. See here, there is an option called as connect. How you can connect to the MySQL means here, first you have to install the connector. I will show you later when we enter into this one. I will show you the connector, how to install the connector and how to connect to the database to directly to the Power BI or directly database to Python or Python to Power BI. Anything to we can connect. Now, for example purpose, as a simple example purpose, I'm showing you one data set. Okay, this is the data, some data related to HR. Some data set I'm having. Now this data set I'm loading here in the Power BI. Can you see here two options are there? One is called as load, second one is called as transform. Now whatever I have done in front of you, selecting one Excel sheet now. In my laptop, some Excel sheet is there. I have selected that Excel sheet. Whatever the Excel sheet in my laptop I have selected, right? That is only called as extract. Or if you connect to the database and if you load the data, that is only called as extract. Either you are connecting database or you are connecting to your Excel sheet or CSV file which is available in your laptop. It is called as extract. Now here two options are there. One is load, one is transform. If you are loading directly the clean data, here directly you are going to click on the load. If it is a clean data. If it is a unclean data, that is raw data, original data was given to you and you have not done any kind of data cleaning on that, then what we are going to click is transform. Once I click on the transform, see, I'm going to get into a new page. Can you see different window was open? It is not the previous window. What is the difference in this window versus in this window? Means this window, what is the name of this window is Power BI Desktop. What is the name of this window is Power Query Editor. In the Power Query Editor, here you are having in terms of add the columns, transform the columns, reverse the rows. See, reverse rows is there. What is meant by reverse rows means top to bottom. How to do in the Python? By using the iloc rows colon -1. If you click on that Python colon -1, whatever the answer you are going to get, same answer you will get here also. Example purpose, guys. And similarly, rename. Rename is column rename. In Python, what we are going to do? df.rename. Syntax is different, but final data cleaning is same. Whether you do there or whether you do here, everything is same. Okay. Not only this one, anything, the complete whatever you are having. See, run the Python script. Okay. Now, so here we are having the data like this, and you are going to do the transformation. That is nothing but cleaning. And once the cleaning was completed, what are the data cleaning was done? Once the entire data cleaning was completed, you are going to click on the save. Once you click on the save, automatically the data will be saved. And that data, what are the data you are having? See, I'm going to click on the yes, means changes are completed, means cleaning was completed. Now the data was saved and that data will be loaded into the desktop, Power BI desktop. Now, once the data was loaded here into the Power BI desktop, now here I'm going to get the columns. What are the columns are there in that particular data? Is the point is clear? And from there, I'm going to apply the plots. These are the plots. And after selecting the plots, just I'll create the various plots and I'll understand how the data is there. That is called as analysis. Extract, transform, load. Is clear now? I have done first extract. What is meant by extract means I have selected here the data Excel. What are the Excel file is there? Click on the Excel and selected the Excel file. That is called as get. Get the data means extract the data. Okay. After that, I have done the transform. Click on the transform and I'm going to do the modifications. After that, I'm going to load. Everything you are doing on the single software. What is that software you are going to use is Power BI. In the Power BI only you are completing everything without using any SQL, not for data cleaning purpose, for selecting the data or anything. You are not using anything for that. Directly you are doing everything on the Power BI. Everything if you do on the Power BI, you are called as Power BI developers. That is the Power BI course. Everything you will do in the Power BI only. Now, here as a data analyst, we will do in a different areas, which are we feel easy there. Now, what is data cleaning and how we can do the data cleaning? As I have told you, data cleaning can be done using the different options. Which are the option you feel easy, that option. The same thing when we can do in the multiple options, what happens generally when in terms of learning, it will be confused. Generally, for example, you want to learn Tamil and Kannada, 2 languages you want to learn. Assume. While learning, you know already some English language. Now English language to Tamil or Kannada you want to learn newly. First time you learn with Kannada and you want to know how to say in terms of namaste or something. Assume. Now you will ask how to say that one. In Kannada they will say one word. Now the same thing you will practice in the Tamil also. Some words sometimes Kannada you learn, again Tamil. Kannada, Tamil, Kannada, Tamil. If you learn simultaneously like this, what happens means at the end, confusion will be there. One day you'll say that in a flow, you'll say instead of Kannada, Tamil words you'll use. In Kannada, you'll use Tamil, in vice versa. Instead of that, if you focus exclusively Kannada, then you can learn more things easily. When you want to learn, you are not applying. Remember this. What generally the students make mistakes is learning and applying will be done simultaneously. But learning is different, applying is different. If you learn correctly in a proper order, any subject is easy. So if you want to learn Kannada means you have to learn exclusively Kannada. Don't learn Python simultaneously. I mean, Tamil simultaneously. Any one language you learn first perfectly. Later you learn the second one. Later you learn the third one separately. Then it will be clear. Otherwise what happens means confusion will be there. Is the point is clear? Now, here coming to the data cleaning, these are the options we can do. Let us discuss later this. What are the options? First, let us understand what is data cleaning and what are the steps involved in the data cleaning. In the data cleaning, first step is treating the wrong data. You are going to treat wrong data. Wrong data. You have to treat the wrong data. Okay, that is the first thing which we have to do. Second, you have to treat the wrong data type. Wrong data type. This is the second one. Third one, we have to treat the duplicates. Fourth one, treat missing values. What are the missing values are there? Treat the missing values. Fifth one, you are going to treat the abnormal data, which is called as outliers. Abnormal data. And sixth one, you are going to treat the unnecessary columns. Treat unnecessary columns. Okay, which are not important. Unimportant columns. Unimportant columns, which are not used for us. We have to treat. Now, when you are going to treat the wrong data, what is the solution for this one? Treatment of wrong data. Solution for treatment of wrong data is whenever there is a wrong data in your data, here we are going to have in terms of we are going to replace. So we should know how to replace, means update the data. How to replace the values. Okay, we are going to select replace. Okay, or second option is remove. When you don't know exact answer, just we are going to remove. Wrong data is there, but that is wrong data we know, but exact answer we don't know. Then in that case, we are going to remove. Either replace or remove. Two options are there. Either replace or remove. Now, how to replace? How to work on this one? Okay. Now, solution. What is a solution for the treating the wrong data type? What is the solution for this one? Means convert to correct data type. If it is in the wrong data type, convert. Right. Now, treat duplicates. What is the solution for treating the duplicates? Is remove. Remove the duplicates. That is the only option. Remove. Next, how to treat the missing values? Solution for treating the missing values is either we are going to replace the values or we are going to remove the values. Two options are there here again. Either replace or remove. Next, abnormal data. Solution. What is a solution? Means here we are having three options, not with respect to three. One is called as replace. Second option is called as remove. Or third option we call it as retrain. Means keep as it is. Sometimes even if we get the abnormal data also, we have to keep as it is. For example, let us take like this. You are working in the Flipkart in the sales and you are having the big billion day sales. During the big billion sales, the sales will be very high when compared to normal days. Now you will get a data set. In that data set, sales, everyday sales, how much sales are there? Exclusively during the big billion days, right? The sales will be very high. Now, what you are going to do with that? Are we going to say that no, it is abnormal data, this type of sales will not be there? Are we going to remove? No, we have to even analyze that type of data also. Keep that data and we have to analyze. How we have to analyze? In which case we have to keep the data, in which case we have to replace the data. All these things comes under retrain. Okay. And finally, treat the unimportant columns. What is the solution for unimportant columns? Means drop those columns. This is the solution. These are all comes under data cleaning. Okay, all this comes under data cleaning. We are going to drop the unimportant columns. Right? Now, let us discuss one by one. Let's start discussing one by one. Let's take one example and I'm going to show you in the first Python. In the Python, by creating one table, we only let us create one small table and let us execute on that table. How to treat the wrong data, how to treat the wrong data type and everything. Now, question number 2. So here while doing the data cleaning, some of the students will get a doubt. What is the doubt is, sir, how to check whether wrong data is there or not? Okay, treatment of wrong data is okay. First, how to check that one? Whether wrong data is there or not, first we have to check now. How we can know whether wrong data is there or not? This is question number 1. Question number 2. Okay, most important. Always, this is most important point to be noted. Every person has to write this point. What is this point is? Always, okay, try to give with respect to original data. Maximum try to give the original data instead of giving some other values. That too when you are trying with the replacement. This is logic is applied when you are doing the replace. When you are trying to replace, your first priority should be okay, fill with original data. Your first priority should be fill with original data. This should be your first priority. When you are trying to replace, always try to replace with the original data. When you do like this, then there is a high probability you'll get the more accurate results. What are the analysis you are doing now? That we will get more accurate results. There is a possibility. For example, you are trying with some average value, or you are trying to replace with some other values, then there is a less accurate results will be, chances are less. For example, let us take like this. I want to do the investment in the stock market. For example, Infosys company. I'm collecting the data. In that data, some days are days of the stock value is missing. Instead of filling the days of that stock value with random numbers, or instead of filling with the average value of the Infosys share price, instead of filling as per like that, I'm going to fill with the original data. I'll collect the original data. I'll open in the Google these dates to these dates Infosys share price, and I will try to collect the original data wherever there is a possibility. Now let's assume you have went for an interview. Okay, you are sitting in front of the HR. Now HR, before to that, what happened is, first your resume has got shortlisted. Okay, your resume has got shortlisted, and they have done some technical interview. Technical round was completed, and after that technical round, finally you went to the HR round for salary negotiation or something like this. This is the final round. First they have completed the technical round. Okay, now when you entered into the HR round and in front of HR, now HR generally what happens means, they'll have your skills, resume will be there, and what are the things, and your technical round score also will be there with the HR. Now assume HR is not having the technical round score. Your resume is there in front of the HR. Assume I'm the HR. You have came to my interview. Okay, you have given me the resume. I have seen the resume. Okay, everything is nice. Skills are mentioned, everything. But before to that technical round was completed, what is the score of the technical round? I don't know. Generally, they'll mention to me. Every student, they'll mention to me. That is HR to HR, they'll mention. Now they have forgot to mention the HR. What are the score? They have forgot to mention. Now what this HR is going to do? They'll assume that some number. Okay, he has came for the HR round, means obviously his score would be more than 80% or more than 50% or more than 60%. Or in that day, HR has done 10 interviews. You are the 11th person. Now HR is going to think that, okay, last 10 students has came now. These are the technical scores of last 10 students. So this student also would be in the same range, and they are going to assume like that, or they are going to collect the data. First priority, they will give the collection only. So they'll call to the backend team and they'll ask to who has conducted the technical round for him. They'll cross check. Here the score is missing with me. Please send the score to my mail immediately. Okay, they are going to receive the score. Who has conducted the test, they are going to receive the score. Assume in the backend, the person who has conducted for you the technical round, that person has left or he is on leave. Your score is not available. Suddenly your score is not available, but you are already in the HR room in front of the HR. But the person who has done the technical round, he has not submitted your score and he has taken the leave. He is out of station and out of coverage area, where we are unable to contact him and to get that score. Now this is the situation. For example, if you call him, he will say that maybe that is available in my mail. I will send that one, something, he'll tell. Assume that we are unable to reach him. This is a scenario. Now in this case, what they are going to do? They are unable to collect the original data. Original data is there, means HR, the HR can exactly calculate what would be your salary based on your technical round score. If you are having with 70% knowledge or 50% knowledge, they can do the more negotiation. For example, you are having 90% knowledge or 100%, means you are having over knowledge and very good knowledge, and now they can't do the salary negotiation. They'll try to request, or if you are doing, for example, they asked 6 lakhs. They told that 6 lakhs, but you are expecting 7.5 lakhs. They will only compromise. HR only will compromise. They say that SRK, you can't expect 7.5 lakhs as now itself, but I can do one thing. Since your technical round score is very high, so let us go with the 6.5 lakhs for first 1 year. Is that okay? They will compromise to some extent and they will only increase the money. when your technical round score is high. For example, your technical round score is very low. You have got 50% only. They say that no, we can't pay more than this. As per your knowledge and present situation, we can go up to 6 lakhs only. We can't even give 6.5 lakhs also, they'll say. They can't even increase 1 rupee also. Whatever that number they have told earlier, that is the number lock. These all the things will be decided based on the technical round score. Okay. Now, what are the technical round score is that? That score is missing. Now, in this case, what they are going to do is, first they are going to collect the original data and they will do a proper negotiation. For example, technical score is missing, the actual data is missing. Then second priority they are going to use. What are the second priority you are having? Is in terms of fill the data statistically. Instead of filling the values randomly, fill with statistically. That is nothing but you are going to fill the data with the statistically. What is meant by statistically means average value. You are going to take the average value. Okay, what average means? Generally, who will come for the technical round? Which of the persons are having more than 50% knowledge or 70% knowledge? What are the number will be there? That they'll assume. Okay, generally we'll get the students, they have came for my interview room is first student who has came to my interview 7.5, his technical score. Second person 8, third person 7.5, fourth person 7.8, fifth person 7, sixth person 8.5. Like that, I'm going to get these many people for the technical round. Now, I will take the average of remaining people and I will assume that this person also in the same range and he has came for the technical HR round. Is the point is clear? So they are going to take the average, that is second priority. Least priority is filling with the random number. That none of the person will do. Filling with random number or thinking some number and feeling ourselves, none of the person will do. In the least case, what is the third option they are going to give means, if unable to fill, you are unable to fill with the statistics, or if you are unable to fill with this, then third option always goes with the remove. Means instead of doing the HR, doing the interview, they'll say that some backend team is not available. So we are going to conduct the interview on some other day. Simply they will say like this. They can't take the risk because you might be a very good student. By giving the less salary, I may lose you. Again, like you, I may not get in the future one more person immediately. After 1 month or 2 months, time is there means we can get. But immediately I can't get. When I'm getting the good student with me, why I have to lose? At the same time, if you're a worst student, if I can't pay more salary also, I don't know now. How I have to guess? So HR don't know technicalities. HR only always check how this behavior pattern is there. They'll ask in terms of the technical, instead of technical round questions, they'll ask generalized questions. Cited data analyst. If you get some kind of error, what you are going to do? Some kind of behavioral pattern questions. How you are going to behave? Right? One person will say one way. Okay. For example, they'll ask the question like this. Now you have done some kind of analysis and you have produced your analytical report to your senior. Now your senior is not going to consider properly. He is not giving the good preference for your report. He is submitting some other report. Your report he is not considering. Your analysis they are not considering. What you will do in this situation? These type of questions they'll ask. Some kind of diplomatic questions. If you say no, he is a wrong person, I'll complain, miss, that is a problem. If you say I will take light also, it is a problem. They'll ask some kind of diplomatic questions and they'll see how you are going to handle the situations. Some kind of questions they'll ask. That is HR round. And based on the diplomatic answers, whatever the way you are giving now, your communication skills, your way of thinking, the way of your looking at the HR. Some people, if they give any question, they'll see HR face directly like this and they'll speak everything. Some people will see right side or top side and they'll think something and they'll say like this. Their face expressions will be different. That we can understand their behavior pattern. One person will buy a new shirt and new dress and everything, and he will do the proper insert and everything for the first time. And he will have some kind of tension in his face. For that type of people, they put more tension to see how these people will handle the real-time pressures. Right? So these are the things, guys. So always try to fill with the original data. This one, remember, top priority is always this. Okay, in some situations we can get this one. In some situations when we are unable to get this one, we can replace statistically. Second priority goes to the statistics while doing the data cleaning. Is the points are clear? Now, coming to the data cleaning here. Now, I'm going to import the pandas, NumPy and pandas, and I'm going to load the data. Now, when I have loaded the data here, okay, now here the data frame was created by me. Okay, since the data frame was created by me, you can clearly see what is wrong data. Assume it is not created by me. I have given one table like this. Now in this table, what is the wrong data is there? I asked how you can check first means first by writing the info. When the info is there, you will get the column names data type. Now what is the column is gender. Age. Age is the column. Now what are the age column is there? Age is a continuous variable or it is a discrete variable or whether it is a categorical variable. Means age is a continuous variable. When age is a continuous variable, what is the data type it should be there means either in the float or it should be in the int. It cannot be in the object. How it can be in the string type? Either it has to be in the float type. So all the continuous variables, every continuous variable, either it should be in the float type or int type. Count variable should be only int type and categorical variables will be in the object. Now here object is there means some categorical data is there means some string is there. Without string, object will not have. Age cannot be in the string type. Age should be numerical data. How it can be in the string type? So what I'm going to do means I'm going to check the unique values. What are the unique values are available? Sir, for example, here five records are there. You are applying the unique values. For example, 10,000 records are there. In that case, even in 10,000 also the same thing. Even in 10,000 also, 20,000 also, same thing. Just you have to check with your eyes where the mistake is there. How much time it will take? Okay. If you are having a doubt, sir, I'm having one doubt, sir, to check how much time it will take. Done. You can go with the two options are there. One is just by checking the unique values and what are the list of unique values you are going to get with your eyes. You can check. Maximum it will take. Max to max. If you try also, if you take all the 1 lakh records or 10 lakh records, if you take also, maximum in 5-10 minutes, you can identify the wrong data. This is one way. No, sir. I don't want to do like this. Second way is apply the for loop. For I in df of age, if I value not in, okay, not I value, type of I value, type of I value not in int comma float. That particular one append into a list dot append of I. So whichever the I value is not in the type of int or float, that I will be selected. Those records will be separated. Just apply the for loop. Because you are going to check with your eyes also same thing now. For every value you are going to check which is in the non-int or float. Same thing you write the for loop and separate the data. Right? Now, so here I'm going to observe what is the wrong data I'm having is string 18 along with the 20 plus. Two things are there. Age of 20 plus. Now what I'm going to do, df of age dot replace. The function name is called as replace. In the replace, I'm going to take a dictionary. In the dictionary, I'm going to give the old one as the previous what are the value and with what value it has to replace. Previous one is 20 plus. I want to replace with 20. After doing the right side part, you have done the right side part. Means first you have selected the age column. In the age column, wherever the 20 plus is there, that 20 plus was replaced with the 20. Now, why 20 sir? 20 plus means 21, 22, 23. Any number is 20 plus only now. Multiple numbers are there above 20 plus. Why you are selecting exactly 20? Means generally if I ask what is your age, you are going to say that, for example, you have crossed 22. Now you are in the 23 or something. What you are going to say? 22 plus. What is the meaning of 22 plus means I have crossed already 22. Now 23 is running. 22 years already completed. That is the meaning. Now, for example, your age is 26. Assume your age is 26. 26 you have already crossed. Now, are you going to say my age is 18 plus? No, no. If you have to say 18 plus means in the world, everyone will say 0 plus only. Every person age will be 0 plus only. None of the person will say like that. So generally, if I ask what is your age means, for example, you have crossed exactly, if I'm asking exact age, not with respect to rough age, what would be your age generally? Means then I already crossed 30 plus. That is different. Here I'm asking what is your age? Now what you are going to say? Sir, my age is 22. What is the meaning of 22? If you say exactly what is, now if I ask any student, what is your age? If you say my age is 22, what is the meaning of 22? I have already completed 22 years. That is the meaning. So same way, here I'm having the 20 plus. I'm replacing 20 plus with, he has already completed 20. So every age is also same. Whoever has given earlier 15, what is the meaning of 15 means 15 years completed. 18 means 18 years completed. So here also 20 plus means 20 was completed. So I'm just replacing with the 20. Okay, replaced. Now you are going to get here 20. Now it is replaced. But now if I print the DF, if I open the DF, see here is still 20 plus only is there. Because it has executed the code and it is printing only. It is not saving. Now if you want to save this data, you want to save in the same column or by creating a new column. Choice is yours. If you want to save in the same column, you are going to write in the same column like this. Then first right side part will be executed. After that it will be saved in the same column and you are going to get in the original DF itself, value will be modified. So this is one age, sir. For example, I want to replace the two different values at a time. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, just observe DF of age, replace. In the dictionary, I'm going to replace the 15. Normal, what are the 15 values there now? 15 I'm replacing with the 25. Followed by 18. What are the 18 is there now? 18 I'm going to replace with 20. Something like this. So two items I'm going to consider. So after considering these two items, now I'm printing the DF. So 25 was replaced, 20 was replaced. Sir, two 18s are there, no sir? Why 118 only replaced? Why second one is not replaced? Second 18 is not int 18. Second 18 is the string 18. If you observe here, first one is int 18. Second one is string 18. If it is also normal 18, then automatically it will also replace. Whichever the value 18 is there, all the 18s will be replaced. Every 18 will be replaced. Sir, for example, there is a data set. In the data set, you are having the values like this: 15, 14, 15, 15, 18, something you are having. Now, this is the age of the column, age column example. Okay, sir, I want to replace the 15 with 18. 15 with 20. Okay, even you can do the changes by you writing the implies is equal to true. Yes, even you can do that. Right? Now I want the 15 with 18 or 15 with 20. Now I want to replace 15 with 20. Now question is, do you want all the 15s to 20 or any particular 15 to 20? That is the question. I want to replace all the 15s with 20. That is my requirement. In that case, I'm going to use df of age dot replace wherever the dictionary, wherever 15 is there, 15 has to be replaced with the 20. Means all the 15s will be replaced. Every 15 will be replaced. No, sir. I want to replace only this one. Remaining 15s I don't want to touch. This person only has given the wrong value. Basically his age is 20, but he has told the 15. I want to replace only the single value. Now how to replace a single value means you are going to select the df.ilog, and what is the index number of this one means 0, 1, 2. So 2 with what is a row? What is a column? Index number of column 0. Means you are going to select that 15, and that 15 you are trying to replace with the 20. Now only that 15 will be replaced. Is the point is clear? Now whatever the example I have explained to you, just let's give a try by taking the same thing. Here I'm creating one more data set. With one column age. In that age, I'm going to give 15, 14, 15, and followed by 15, followed by 18. Like this. I'm having the data like this. Okay, data frame. I'm creating a data frame. Okay. Now, df of age column. Okay, dot replace. I'm doing the replace. Wherever the 15 is there, replace. I'm going to replace 15 with 20. Now what happens? It is going to replace the 15 with 20. All the 15s are replaced. Right? But it will not be saved. If I write okay. If I am saving this one, either you can write like this, or second option you are having is in the replace itself, you can write in place is equal to true. What is meant by in place is equal to true means it replaces automatically in the same variable name. Already I have told you this one during the pandas. Now see, all the 15s are replaced with the 20. Now what is my requirement is this number only. Only this number I want to replace with 25. Not all the 20s. Only one single 20 I want to replace with the 25. Single number. I'm going to use df.ilog. Row index number is 2. Column index number is 0. Means 20 will be selected. That 20 I'm replacing with the 25. Now only that number was replaced. Is the point is clear? Single value you can replace. All the values you can replace. All right. So this is the way to treat the wrong data in the given data set. Okay. Now, sir, for example, you told that drop na. For example, wrong data is there. You ask to drop. You know how to drop the records, right? What are the index numbers are there? df.drop index is equal to, and you can drop the records. You know how to remove the records. You can't remove a single value. If record, you have to drop. If you feel that it is a wrong data, you don't want to consider that person, remove. For example, in this class, one student is disturbing and he is making some kind of problem. You have to remove miss, you have to remove for all the things. For SQL, I'll remove. Again, for Python, I will add. Again, for Power BI, I'll remove. For Tableau, I will add. What is this? Remove miss, properly remove. Keep miss, keep properly. Because then only the analysis will be correct. If you do as per your choice, the answers will not be correct. You can do miss, yes, I can do anything. I can ask one student to not to attend the SQL classes, and I can ask the same student to attend my statistics classes. I can do that one. But if I do like that, what happens? The students will not understand the concepts clearly. Then what happens means the students will not get the jobs. What is your ultimate goal? For your ultimate goal, according to that, you have to come in a proper order. First, understand what you want. You are not playing the game. to do as per your choice. Finally, we require the output, right? Now, next one is here, what are the data I'm having? So in this data, I have done the info and I have observed there is a wrong value. How I know that there is a wrong value in this column is whenever there is a wrong value, then only the data type will be converted. If data type is a different data type is there, means the meaning is some wrong data is there inside that. Okay. Now, after doing this one, I have replaced the 20 plus with 20 now. Done. Okay. Done with this. Now again, I'm printing my df.info. After doing the replacement, I'm printing the df.info. Now still it is showing the object only. Why it is showing object only? I have treated now. This is first, let me print df. Already I have treated now. 20 plus was treated. Here numbers only is there, right? Why still it is showing in the object only? Because one of the value might be in the string. This is called as wrong data type. Not value. Data type wise it is wrong. Value 18 only, which is the number only, but it is stored in the string format. Now what you can do here, either you can replace or you can convert. Either you can replace string 18 with the normal 18 by using the replace. Second option is you can convert. Now I am going to convert like this. df dot age. What are the age column is there, right? df of age as type. The function name is as type. Earlier function name is replace as type float. Now every value is converted to float. Now why is that float? Observe clearly. Why you can't convert to int means string to int also you can convert. Now why you can't convert to int means because here one of the value float values also is there. Now why I have to lose that data? So I'll observe whether float values are there. If none of the float value is there, then I'll convert to int only. If at least one float value is there in my data set also, I will convert to float. Now when I convert to float, you are going to get the output in this way. Is the point is clear? And you know how to replace the values by using the iloc, right? You can select the data and you can replace according to your choice. Which are the data you are interested, you can replace. Is the points are clear for everyone? Anyone has any questions? So just you are trying to convert. How you are going to convert means by using the as type. As type will convert from one data to another data type. Now, sir, for example, starting only, instead of treating the wrong data, can I do starting only convert the wrong data type? No. Why? Because yes, even you can take it as int also. As one of the student is asking, can we have float cannot be converted to int? Yes, float can be converted to int now. Typecasting, open the typecasting. Open the typecasting, guys. If string 18 is there, it can be converted to int or float? Yes, na. So in the core Python, we have completed the typecasting, right? Same thing. Now, when you are having a wrong, instead of treating the wrong data directly, you are converting in the starting stage only. What are the questions they have given means this one. In the starting only without treating the wrong data, if you convert this one, what happens means 15 will be converted, done. 18 will be converted, done. String 18 will be converted to float, done. 19.4 will be converted, but this one will not be converted. It will be throwing the error. So what is the first step we have to do means wrong data followed by conversion. That is the order. We can't do before to that. The reason behind that is this is the reason. So something Shiva is there here. In the age, how Shiva will be there? First you have to treat that. Otherwise, it cannot be converted. Right? Now, next one is called as duplicates. Now here I'm going to check any duplicate records are there. Now what is meant by duplicate? Duplicate means as it is, same. The entire row, not only with the one. See, I'm not going to check only the duplicate of age column. I'm not going to check only the duplicate of gender column. I'm going to check the entire row. For example, if you go to the HDFC Bank, the person will have first name as Siva, last name as Ram, and he may have in terms of gender as in terms of male, and age as 20. Let us take an example. There might be one more person also, Siva, Ram, male, and 20. Is that there is any rule that no other person should be with the same name, with the same age and same gender? No. But if you are having the phone number, how two persons will have the same phone number? Unless he is the same person. That is not possible. Aadhaar card number, that is not possible. PAN card number, not possible. So here I'm going to check the duplicates, means as it is repeated. Now I'm going to ask first df dot duplicated. What is meant by duplicated means whether this record was duplicated. This record was duplicated means answer is no. First record will never be duplicated. Always first record is false. The duplication chance starts from the second record onwards only. Now second record will be check with the first record. It will cross check with the first record. Whether first record and second record are same? No. False. Now it will next it will come to the next record. In this record, it is going to compare with the first one and it will also compare with the second one. So whether it is same with the first one? No. But whether it is same with the second one? Yes. So it is a duplicate. True. Next, it will come to the fourth one. It will compare with the first three. First one, second one, and third one. Next, whatever you are having, it will compare with the first four. And you are going to get the output like this. Which of the records are duplicated? Now, which record was duplicated means record index number 2 is duplicated. Whichever is true, that is duplicated. And I want to get the record, not true or false. Record I want. Then what I have to do? df of. This is the condition. And based on the condition, you are going to select the data. Data is selected. The duplicate records are extracted. Now, how many duplicate records are there? Total how many duplicate records are there means just I'm doing the dot sum. Dot sum is false plus true plus false. What is the output means? 1. False plus false. Automatically false plus is there means arithmetic operator is there means false will be converted to int type, and 0 plus 0 plus 1 plus 0 plus 0, which is 1. So one duplicate record is there. Which is the duplicate record? How to extract the duplicate record means like this. How to extract non-duplicate records? Not duplicated are called as not. I'm going to apply the not. Here duplicate records. So you can extract the duplicate records. You can extract the non-duplicate records. Now what I'm going to do? df is equal to df dot drop duplicates is the function. Simply it will drop the duplicates. Means it will remove. What are the duplicate record is there? It is going to remove your original data frame. If any duplicate record is there, it will only cross check. Wherever the output is true, that record will be dropped in the backend. That is the code. Is the point is clear? Now, duplicates you want to see based on, for example, you want to have. So here I'm having the subset. There is an argument called as subset. For example, you want to select any particular columns. For these columns only, you want to check the duplicates. You don't want to check for other columns. Like a PAN card number, like Aadhaar card number, or you want to check based on the phone number. Any phone number was repeated, that record has to be dropped. Now you can write here subset also clearly. Then it will check only in that records, any duplicate records are there and it will drop. Okay, in that records or in that columns on it will check. You can write even as a subset. Is the point is clear? Now here if you observe, after removing the duplicates, I got the index numbers as 0, 1, 3, 4. But 2 is missing. So I want to give the new index separately. For that what I'm going to do is ignore index is equal to true. Now it is going to give the fresh. fresh numbers. Is the point is clear? How to treat the duplicates? Everything is clear, right? Wrong data treatment, wrong data type treatment. How to treat the wrong data means as type. What is the function for this one? Replace or remove. How you are going to replace in pandas? For doing the replace? For replace, what you are going to use? For replace, df of whichever the column you are selecting, that particular column dot replace. In the replace, you are going to use the dictionary. This is the one. For example, if you want to remove, how you can remove? What is the function used? Df dot drop. And in the drop, you are going to write the index is equal to list of index numbers, which rows you want to drop, those rows. Is the point is clear now, everyone? Next, convert to correct data type. What is meant by convert to correct data type? How you are going to do this one? What is the function for conversion? For doing the conversion, what is the data type? Df of what are the column you are having dot as type. And you can write inside that float or int or whatever the way. Right? Next, remove the duplicates. Solution is remove. What is the function to remove? Df dot drop duplicates. Or first you can write the df dot duplicated, and what are the duplicated are there? Those records first you can take the index numbers, and that index numbers you can use. See, for example, here I'm having like this. One more time I have to execute. Okay, df dot duplicated. 1 minute. Okay, now df dot duplicated. So in the duplicated, I'm going to get one record. Now I want the index number of that record. How to extract the index number? How to set the index numbers, guys? Here, what is the index number? 2. How to get that one? Dot index. Do you remember? I have told you dot index. Dot index will give you the index. What are the index are there? Now here it is going to give the 0 to 5 index. Now I want the records which are duplicated. So how to extract the duplicate records means df of df dot duplicated, and I want the index numbers of this one means how to convert index. So what is the index you are going to get? 2. And I want this one as a list means 2 list. Okay, for your understanding purpose, let me create one more example. Okay, so that you'll understand very clearly. Let's try with one more example. Here I'm going to take 18. This one also I'm going to consider as 18. And this one I'll consider as 20. Okay, now which records are duplicated? Index number 2 and 3. So the first one is not considered as duplicate. The same thing repeated one, second one is called as duplicate. The first one is not called as duplicate. So which is duplicate means these are the 2 records. Now how to select the records? Df of this one. So here you can see 2 and 3. I'm asking dot index. Dot index means what is the output you are going to get? 2, 3. Dot to list. What is meant by dot to list means 2, 3. So these are the index numbers where it is having the duplicates. Now if you want to drop the duplicates, instead of drop duplicates, if you write like this, df dot drop, and what are the index is equal to, and if you take this, what are the list you are having here? The same thing now, it will drop. Basically backend, this one is happening. Drop duplicates you are writing now. In the drop duplicates, first it is identifying the which index numbers are duplicated and those index are dropped. You can do directly, or you can use the drop duplicates also. Is the point is clear for everyone? Now, next, coming to the how to treat the missing values. I told you how to treat the missing values. So for treating the missing values, here I'm going to create one data set like this. One more example, I'm creating the data set. In this data set, I'm having some missing values. Okay. Now, how to first how to check how many missing values are there? Miss in each column, df dot is null dot sum. One record is missing in the age column. Two records are missing in the gender column. Two values are missing in the gender. One value is missing in the age column. Two are there. Now you want to drop. You want to remove them. Okay. Now what we are going to do means for dropping the data, we have to use df dot drop na. Instead of duplicates, na. What is meant by drop na is which are not available. So which are the record? So here not available is there na? This row will be dropped. Sir, in this row also will be dropped. Sir, here one value is there now. In that entire row, at least one value is missing also. That row will be dropped. One value in that anything is missing also. The entire row will be dropped. That is called as drop NA. Is the point is clear? Drop NA means wherever the value is missing, drop those records. So as I have told you here, missing values, what are the solutions means? One is called as replace. Second one is called as remove. Now how to remove the missing values means remove of missing values will be done by using df dot drop na function. Sir, these functions you are not explained during the pandas, no sir. There I have to show you application now. The importance. Here also why we are discussing means this is the order. Once we load the data cleaning will be done. So in the order, if I explain for you, in the future, whenever you do the project, it will be easy for you. That is the reason I have kept these functions side for data cleaning purpose. Right? Next, replace. Now you want to replace the missing values. How you are going to replace the missing values means replace. You are going to do like this. df dot fill na. Fill na means entire data frame will be filled. Or if you want to select a particular column, you can select a particular column and that particular column NA values will be filled. Fill NA and with what value you want to fill, write that value. It will be filled with that value. That is called as a replace. Fill NA. Okay. Now, see guys, here I'm having, okay, df dot drop na. Did I store this data? Left side, did I written the df is equal to? No. Whether I have written in place is equal to? No. Means whether the data is stored? No. Now, whether my data set still contains the missing values? Yes. It is as it is like this. Now, here I'm going to have now missing values. I want to replace the missing values df dot fill na with 20. Now, wherever the missing values are there in the entire table, every value will be replaced with 20. But it is a right, gender has to be replaced with 20. No, na. So we cannot use like this. Then what we have to use means, first we have to select the df of age column separately. And that age column has to be filled with 20. And we are going to write here 20. So only age column will be filled with 20. And similarly, if you want to replace the gender column, you are going to select the gender column separately. That is gender. In the gender, you are going to fill with the male. And it will be replaced with the male in this one. If you write this one as df of age, left side, if you use the same variable, it will store in the same variable. And you can see that it was filled. Now, once again, if you write here df of gender, is equal to, and if you write and if you print, it will be filled. Is the point is clear? Like that you are going to fill. Now you'll ask the question, why you have filled with 20 only? Why you have not filled with other number? Why 20 only? Here filling that 20 is random value. Did I told you to fill with random value? No. What is the first one we have to do? Original data. Try to collect the original data. For example, in this class, any student phone number is missing. Instead of giving any phone number randomly, ask that student only. Send one mail to that student. You're in our database, your phone number is missing. Please share your contact number. And you'll get the data and then you replace. Then that is a right one. Right? Or for example, age. Same way. Or anything. Now, second option is statistics. So first, if you don't want to fill with 20, you want to replace statistically, then what we have to do is, again, first you calculate the average value. What are the DF is there? First you calculate the DF of age. What are the age column is there? Dot mean. Calculate first what is the mean value, and that mean value you fill. Here unexpectedly it got 20. I also don't know. Okay, it might be 20, it might be 21, or it might be 20.5 or 24. What are the number? Just you have to fill with that number. Okay. Or sir, instead of writing two different cells, I mean two different lines of code, even you can write this one also internally like this. First, it will only calculate the mean value because inner bracket will be executed first. After calculating mean value, it will apply the fill and a. After right side part, it will store in the left side. Is the point is clear? And finally, you are going to fill the value with the mean value like this. This is statistically replacement. This is value-wise replacement. You can replace directly with the value or replace with the statistics, either with mean or some other things. Sir, what are the other statistical measures are there? Once we enter into the statistics, you'll understand. After SQL, immediately we'll start the statistics only. Is the points are clear, everyone? So that is with respect to data cleaning and how to treat the abnormal data. Now, in the same way, replace or remove, drop, or retrain means keep as it is. Don't you replace, don't remove, and simply, sir, when we have to use the replace function, when we have to use the iLock. If you want to select any particular value, then go with the iLock and replace. If you want to select in terms of all the values of that column, go with the replace function. Whenever you are using the replace function, all the values will be selected automatically. The previous value, whatever you are having, it will be selected. Earlier I have shown you, 15 to replace with 20 means all the 15s are replaced. Here I have taken a small data set and I have explained very clearly for you that what happens exactly. The only thing is every time I'm moving back and again I'm executing the previous code because I require the old data now. Wherever I'm doing the data cleaning, I'm replacing in the original one. See, this is age column. 15, 14, 18, 20, 15. Okay, something you are having like this. Now what I have done, I have converted this one to float, as type float. Okay, after converting to float, I have stored in the original only. In the original only, I have stored like this. Assume. Now I want my original data means from where I have to get. To show you second example, again I require the old data. To get that old data, from where I have to get. For example, I am interested to show you instead of string 18, replace with the normal 18. I want to show that example, but where is that example? For string 18, where is there? Already you have replaced now. Now I want the same example one more time is what I have to do. Again, I have to go back and execute the previous code. That is the reason I'm going back to get that previous example. Okay. Otherwise, for example, if I say df of age, wherever the string 18 is there, dot replace in the dictionary, string 18 with normal 18. This code I have to write, but string 18 only not available. Because you are already converted and stored in the clean data, you are storing every time in the original only. Cleaning and you are storing in the original, and I want the old one means from where I'll get old one. So that is the reason I'm executing the old one more time. In your case, don't do like this. Just you create the multiple examples. This is one example. Keep one more example. Keep one more example. Keep one more example. Create multiple examples. If this is the case, how I have to do? If this is the case, how I have to do? Like that, you create the multiple examples. Is the point is clear? Instead of going back again, checking the same thing, do with multiple examples. And everyone is clear now? Anyone has any questions? If anyone has any questions, you can ask. If no questions, we'll continue with in the tomorrow's class, how to, advanced part of SQL. Tomorrow again will back be with the SQL, because as my laptop is not having that SQL today, tomorrow we'll continue with the SQL with the additional topics, and we'll complete the SQL by tomorrow. Right? Yes. Any student is having any questions, you can ask. What are the questions you are having? Yeah, Chetan. Just tomorrow I'll show you. Once we enter into the SQL now, I'll show you there. Right?